I had a celestial orgasm. Mm, yes, I did Bufo and I had three highlights. One, I met God. Mm, nobody can question me that, but we get there. Two, I understood the feeling of or the concept of we all are one. And then I understood that I am here to serve. So today I'm going to share with you my Bufo experience, and we are going to understand what is Bufo, how Bufo works, where did I do the Bufo and with who, why did I choose to do Bufo, and I hope that can help you to decide if it's something that resonates with your soul or no. So my name is Monica. For the ones that are hearing me from first time, I love to share my experiences in my own journey of shifting from third to fifth dimension and bring you with me. So today is all about Bufo. So what is Bufo? Bufo is an antelope that has been brought to the planet like a little more than 50 years ago, and the goal why they said that are like extraterrestrial or extra dimensional beings from other dimensions that brought the Bufo to this planet with one goal, that is to help us move from third dimension to fifth dimension by healing all our traumas or all the things that don't serve us anymore and that we cannot take them with us to the fifth dimension. There is a lot of healing the ego mind and all the traumas that we have lived or we are carrying from other generations. And what Bufo that is so amazing is that it's gonna go in our subconscious and get rid of it at once. So it's very interesting because so you smoke Bufo, and the moment that you are gonna smoke, your brain is just gonna dissolve the trauma that you are ready to release, right? And it's like an iPhone, you reset it, and then in the next days after your experience, you're gonna start developing like new connections in your brain that are totally new. So Bufo helps you to segregate 5-MeO-DMT, that is a molecule that we human beings are going to segregate twice in life. One is when you are born, and the other one is when you die. So when you do Bufo, they are really inducing you in a near-death experience. And I know why we will all do that. It's just because it works like that. I don't know what to say about that. But so where did I do Bufo? Bufo was very easy for me to find and to get ready for that. I think Bufo finds you when you are ready to have the courage to face certain traumas and stories that we all have. And for me was somebody shared to me, and I was in the middle of a transition, a big transition in my life. And it was like, yeah, like, where do I sign up? And it's interesting because I have never felt drawn to do like ayahuasca, that I totally respect. And maybe one day I do it because you never know when the medicine calls you. But Bufo that comes from the stars, like I was saying, it was brought from to the planet. So I think I resonate a lot with all of that more than Mother Earth. And I need to work on that because it's beautiful to resonate with both, but for me it's much easier to resonate with everything that comes from the stars and that kind of stuff. So Bufo was like a yes, I want to do it, I am ready. And although like I didn't have any experience with any kind of other psychedelics or anything, honestly I was like no fear at all. So there is this wonderful lady that She does Bufo here in Malibu, and her place is like a dream. So I went with her. And it's very important that you really have a great reference, right? For who are you gonna do Bufo with? Because you're gonna be gone, like gone. So you really have to trust the person you are doing the Bufo with. Don't just go like somewhere. And always try to go with someone that could be there for you, because once you smoke it, it's like 20 minutes that gone, right? Um, why did I do Bufo? So, like I mentioned, I did Bufo because I was in a transition in my life, and I was trying to let go and find that place where whatever I need to process inside myself and forgive or let go, I was ready to do that. That was my intention, and also to ask for forgiveness if I have, anything to the participation of my own soul in whatever I was going through. So it was very sacred for me. I was looking for peace. I was looking for detachment. I was looking for love, right? And so I did it with a very, and it's very important for me to say this because the first time I did it twice, but this video is going to be about the first one, right? The first time I went and I was very humble and very respectful, and my intention was very deep, and it was wonderful, right? And that's important to remember for the ones that are gonna go to my second experience. That was a little different. So I have the Bufo here, and it still takes me there. Oof. Yeah, it was a very meaningful experience in my life. So as soon as you smoke the Bufo, you just are gone. And when I was gone the first time, now I'm gonna tell you a little about the experience itself. The first thing that I start seeing, so I am laying down. First, I'm sitting. I smoke it. I go down, and then in front of where I am laying down, there is like all this glass that in beautiful Malibu, like goes direct to the ocean. And I saw my body. First, I saw these yellow and oranges like kaleidoscopes, and they opened, and my soul went through the glass, and I suddenly was in heaven. And when I was in heaven, I felt God. And the most amazing part of it is, although I was with God, there was no a feeling of he was above me or I was below him. There was no hierarchy. The concept of hierarchy was gone. And I was just in this intense feeling of love and magnificence. And I think there is no words to describe the immense love that you can feel at that moment. So I was with God, and suddenly it was not just me, but we were, right? And then I could feel the feeling of we all are one. And that's something that has stayed with me forever. One thing that God exists, and he really does, but we are part of it. But the other part is about we are all one. And that's so beautiful and so important. It was so, and I was in this moment of being between God and all of us, and it felt so good. There is no feeling that can like be close to that feeling. So, and I was there and I was like feeling so good. And suddenly I could feel that she is like grounding me, putting my feet on the floor. I think she's trying to bring me back from the experience. And I didn't want it to come back, right? So if you are in heaven, you don't want to come back. It feels so good. You're with God, you're with everybody, you are in ecstasy, right? It's wow. And then, so I feel like I'm leaving that place, that feeling, and I ask God, why, right? Why I have to come back? Like, no. And the answer that I got was go and serve. Yeah, that was the answer. So then I started having like these moments of coming back where I could see a lot of colors again, like the kaleidoscopes. And what was very cool though, it was that the lady that I did the Bufo with, so she was there like in the other dimension. Oh, and that makes me so emotional because I saw her in her soul. And I know the work that she does is how she's serving the planet. So I was so grateful to be on her presence, right? I remember that and those were the moments between heaven and earth that I felt as orgasmic, intense, beautiful, loving, celestial orgasm. It was wow, like nothing you could ever feel again, right? It was so beautiful. And as little by little, I went back, I could see her, I could see the kaleidoscopes, and little by little, I went back to myself. And I remember the first thing it was holding her hands and saying, thank you. Thank you for the work you do. And I want to say it again. I don't know if she will ever watch this video, but if she ever does, Celeste, thank you so much for the work you do. It is meaningful. And yeah, and I know there is many people like her that we are here just to serve. And that was one of the most beautiful parts in coming back. So then after the experience, so she provided me with an orange. I think that helps you to kind of be grounded in earth again. And, I went back home in Orange County, like driving after the experience. And I was just in this beautiful, beautiful place. The friend that I drove with, or anybody that I could see colors around them. And that was beautiful. And it took like 3 days to a week that I could really speak with people and I could just focus on them through their colors. And that was wow, right? And we all are beautiful. We all are beautiful. So that was amazing. After Bufo, I also was able to see the trees. Like I like nature, but I have never been as connected as with trees and before Bufo, because I could see like from their leaves, like all the energy around them, and it's alive. It was not anymore like a tree. It was like I don't want to say a human being, but it was energy, right? I was part of it again, right? So that was beautiful too. And that is until today. There is moments that I can really, really connect with the trees and I love them. I enjoy them a lot, and I talk to them and I hug them. I am one of those. And then the next thing that it was very interesting with Bufo is 3 days after my Bufo experience. I have a beauty. I had an antelope Bufo in my pool, in my garden, and we never, ever had a frog or any kind of that type of animals at home. But yeah, my husband found it in the backyard, close to the pool. And so that was super meaningful too. And it was an amazing experience. And I hope this helps you to, if you're trying to figure it out, what to do, if to have the experience or no, what I would recommend is just if it resonates with you, do it, right? I loved my experience with Bufo. So after the Bufo, I recommended so many people to Celeste, and it was so funny because I was always talking about my celestial organs, but not everybody had the one of those. So I don't want to create any expectations. And also it's important to know that because I did went back and my second experience was a little different. It was very intense, but I'm gonna talk about that because it was longer and it's very different. So I want to leave that for another video. And what else is important about that is to know that Bufo will find you. And if it resonates with you, go and do it. Look for someone that you can trust, that has a lot of reviews, and always take a friend with you. And thank you for listening to me. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, because I'm very excited and I'm gonna give away a QHHT session to one of my first, I said 100, but the 100 to 200 is coming very fast. So I just gonna do it one of these days. So I'm gonna surprise everybody. And I'm here for you. Let me know which topics or if you have someone interesting that I could interview and why we don't go to fifth dimension together. That is my proposal. With joy, detachment, fun, and letting go of everything that doesn't serve us anymore. Okay, if you have questions, just do it down in the comments. And if you have experiences that you want to share, I would love to listen to them or read them. And if you are not following in Instagram, please do. And if you want to try also QHHT, just let me know. Thank you. See you next time.